Hey, what's good guys? Today we're finally capping off our Rapzilla Freshmen 22 list, two-part series by reviewing the artists that are on the official list today. Now, in last video in part 1, I went over my predictions for the list, so go watch it if you haven't yet, because today we're going to be going over the official list. Now, the way I'm going to go over this review is going to be similar to last year. So basically, I'm going to go over the artists, but I'm going to review a mix of artists who I like and listen to often, and review a mix of artists who I don't really listen to, but I'm still going to give their music a listen for their first time. And the whole point by the end of the video is that hopefully I'll put y'all on to artists that I personally like myself, or just new artists that we might discover for ourselves. Though not every artist will be covered, as there's a lot to cover in this video. Though the list of all the artists will be linked in the description box and as well at the end of the video. Alright, so for the first artist on the list, we've got Q Flow. Now, personally, I don't listen to Q Flow, but from time to time, I've heard his name come up in conversations, particularly for his old school 90s to early 2000s style of rap. You know, some people like The Crew refer to his rap as East Coast bully bars.
A lot of y'all said I've been rapping off my anger, that's facts. And others say I dish the ways of Christian rapping, that's cap. I'd rather rap to draw you in, we speaking man to man. Leave you with that gospel transaction, we doing hand to hands. Big dog, rapping with heavy hitters and dope dudes. Your dream shake, look like Elijah Wan with the post moves. Lyrics been explosive in they Jericho tower. Hit the corner with C4, took me 48 hours, hit the link.
You know, rap with a lot of aggressive wordplay, and his music is definitely worth checking out if you're especially someone who has a taste for old school East Coast rap. I'm sure you'll love his catalog, as the song I played from him definitely embodies that. And it's nice to see that this style of rap is still well and alive in 2022, as he's also had some head nods in the secular side of rap from some respected rap veterans like Benny the Butcher. So Q Flow is definitely winning out here. You know, it's nice to see that and have people find Christian rap to just listen to. Okay, so the second artist on the list is A3, little brother of the well-known 350. And the reason I'm looking over A3 today is because I remember when last year I was reviewing the 2021 freshman list, I had actually discovered that 350 had a little brother that I actually helped him with his beats, and he was also making music. So I wanted to come back to him just to highlight his growth as an artist, just because on his songs a year ago, I would hear how he's trying to become his own artist and just find his sound and just not be known as 350's little brother, and to really just create his own style of rap that just sounded like an A3 song. And it's great to see that after a year of working, that he's been moving out of that little brother shadow syndrome, and he's really becoming his own artist. I don't know if you guys actually knew, but his little brother is actually an artist, and he's appeared in 350's videos before. He goes by the name of A3. Now A3, he's had a Rapzilla premiere of the progression that he's been making, just because, you know, before, you know, you would hear in his music about how he's just trying to find his own sound, and you know, everybody looks up to his brother and everything like that, and he's just, you know, trying to, you know, be himself. And I can honestly say that I think he's honestly found his sound, his wave, his lane, and everything like that with just the music that he's been putting out lately. And it's really great to see, as while he's not like 350 with his unique ad-libs and flows, A3 definitely separates himself more creatively when you hear and see his art. So I'm definitely here for it and can't wait for what he has next. Alright, so for the next artist on the list, I hope I am saying this name correctly, but we've got Reese-lache. And I was browsing through her music just because I'm not really familiar with her music. You know, I wanted to get a feel for what kind of artist she is, and I definitely liked her song Come To Me. I think that it was remixed from an older gospel song. I've heard it before, but I just don't know what it is. But if you know the song, let me know if you know it in the comments below.
See, I come from the bottom, where it's a lot of problems. I said that I would make it, and I put that on my mama. I remember back when I was tipsy, tipping bottles. Then I get to tripping when it did, so my problems gone. Lay down all your burdens on me. Come to me. Lay down all your burdens.
But I just really like the fact that if you're a first-time listener to Reese's music, you're gonna get introduced to her melodic range as an artist and the way she just confidently flows on beat. If you're a fan of modern-day trap, especially in the Deep South, then I'd definitely recommend her music and to give it a listen. For the fourth artist, we've got Alcott. Now, that's a name I've heard before, but have never personally listened to his music myself, so I browsed through his music and he's got a pretty good song catalog. Now, I wouldn't say that Alcott is an Eminem clone when I'm listening to his music, as comparing another artist is kind of corny because people will assume and box them in when comparing them to other artists, especially because he fits that stereotype of white rappers with fast flows. But it's really hard not to notice some traces and influences of M's music when I'm listening to an Alcott song. His flow and cadence can pick up on a dime when he's rapping, and there are some great quality bars when you're just listening to his music overall.
Look, pull up with an entourage. I feel like Vinny Chase. Give me the Grammys in my mom's garage. At any given place, I'm still the flyest in the room. Require you get plenty space. Or write it soon, just zoom away like spider moves on interstates. I innovate this little game, and I do this on the regular. I'm fresh to death and extra blessed, the best, etc.
So if you're someone who probably grew up on M's music or just traditional MC rap, then Alcott is definitely a good pick in my opinion. Next person on the list is Bats, someone who I'm pretty sure you've seen around CHH. You know, David Livick has talked about him. I've seen him on a lot of CHH feature pages. And yeah, man, he's a pretty young kid that has slowly made a good impression around Christian hip hop for a while now. And Bats is a great pick for the list, honestly. He's also another person that you can add to the going list in this video of artists that are making old school rap cool again. And honestly, I'd say that it's partly because of him that I started tapping into more older school rap music and appreciating the listening value, because rap has changed so much over the last 20 years. And I just love the twist and modern creativity he brings to the table, and it's great to listen to quality rap that is God-inspired and just infectious overall. Okay, so for the 6th artist we will be covering is Next Mike, and I decided to cover him because according to Rapzilla, the 16th spot is decided purely off of fan votes. So I decided to give his music a listen to see what all the interest is about, and I'd say that honestly his music is pretty solid. He's definitely got one of the bigger catalogs in terms of quantity of music on this list, though when I'm listening to his music, I find that he has a lot of features, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. If anything, that's more reason to listen to his music, because when he jumps into so many blends of music, such as his John 330 song, something a little bit more R&B paced, or his Lonely Kid song, something with slight rock influence, you know, it's pretty good to hear, as there was something from his song catalog that I could just bite off, try, and just enjoy. Though I'd definitely like to hear a solo project from him in the future, just to get a better perspective of what his sound is like individually. I really like the song Jefferson Drive.
Okay, bread from the 6, I'm Jordan with the brand, son. Hail from the LI 3, 1 after 6, son. Dodge a tech 9 like everybody moves, son. All in my eyes cause I'm blinded by the sun.
Here we go, bread from the 6, I'm Jordan with the brand, son. Hail from the LI 3, 1 after 6, son. Dodge a tech 9 like everybody moves, son. All in my eyes cause I'm blinded by the sun.
And yeah, I don't know, that's really just my opinion. So if you're looking for a Christian artist that's not afraid into diving into different genre blends, something more cross-genre, then I would definitely hit up Next Mike. Now, to round this list out, we're gonna take a second to look at God-Fearing, one of the members of Vert Mob and an artist who made the 2022 freshman list. Last year, Scotty and Big Breeze were the first 2 artists of the group to make the freshman list, and now this year, with the addition of God-Fearing and TJ Carroll, they pretty much complete the entire group that are on the freshman list. God-Fearing, who I believe also goes by TJ, is an Ohio-based artist that brings a lot of urban trap influence into his music. When I'm listening to his music, you know, I love hearing his honest endeavor and vision just to talk about bringing the gospel message to the streets and just talking about his real life. You know, I can hear it in his music and just how he moves as an artist. And God-Fearing's work to me is part of this new generation of Christian artists that's carrying the torch from older CHH street artists like Thistle to provide Christian rap music straight to the hood. So I definitely keep an eye out for more of his music and work as an artist, as I know he's collaborating and mixing for pretty much any artist right now. Alright guys, so that is the end of the review. We covered about half of the artists on the 2022 freshman list, and there are more dope artists that you can find, as the link for everyone will be in the description box below. Also, for anyone interested, here's a side-by-side comparison of my predictions from the previous video versus the actual list, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about this year's freshman list. You know, what did you guys think about it? Who are you planning to listen to, and more? I also know there's a lot of controversy with some of the snubs this year, so I'll probably cover that next video, but overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.